is going on, guys? JD from New York here, fresh out of work. It's about 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, and I'm doing this for you guys for tomorrow morning. This is Off The Script. This is number 38, part number 3, to close out what I hope was a great weekend for you guys. November 9th, 2014. This is part 3 of Off The Script. And as I always say, the #1 source for all WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. And no, I don't look like Sean's View. And no, I don't do the same content as Sean's View. Sean is his own man. I'm my own man. We have completely different content. Okay, there was a goon in the comment section yesterday saying, oh, I didn't watch this shit because he looks like Sean's View. He does the same thing Sean's View is doing. Sean's View is God. Listen, I communicate with Sean. I text Sean's View every now and then. He texts me, asks me what's going on. You know, he had this whole problem with the WWE 2K15 thing. We were joking about it on text. Me and Sean are cool, man. I got no problems with Sean. But if you are going to come over here and disrespect me, you will be benched. Plain and simple. End of discussion. All right? But this is what I do here. If you guys are new, if you enjoy what I've been doing with my Call of Duty stuff, and you're a fan of the WWE side of things, this is the right channel for you, man. If you're new, subscribe. What the fuck are you waiting for? Follow me on Twitter if you want to keep up to date on everything video game-wise. Call of Duty, Mario Kart, this and that. All my video game content, as well as my WWE analysis at JD from NY206. Great way to keep in touch with me and keep yourselves updated on what I do here, okay? Now, I got some news today. Not a lot. It's been a very, very slow week, as I mentioned yesterday on Off The Script. I got 3 pieces of information. Zack Ryder apparently has a torn rotator cuff. I'll give you a story on that one like anyone cares about Zack Ryder. I know I don't. You guys don't, but it's news, all right? If I got to resort to reporting about Zack Ryder, you know it's a slow fucking weekend. I got news on why Rusev won the United States title, and I got news on Vince McMahon and Triple H with the Authority and the big storyline rumored to be heading into WrestleMania. What does this mean for Triple H and his match at WrestleMania? Who it will be against? Will it be against The Rock? Will it be against Stone Cold Steve Austin? Or another name thrown into the hat? Stay tuned for that one. But just want to go over a few things. Number 1, Chair Shot Reality. LeBar, Eisenberg, and Ghoulish. 250th episode. This is going to be day 3 with Vince Russo in the studio. Go and check him out on Chair Shot Reality with the guys. Show some love, show some support, and tell them JD from NY sent you over there. If you guys enjoyed Chair Shot Reality, they do have a YouTube page. Go and subscribe, and they got exclusive content you guys will not see on WrestleZone.com. So Chair Shot Reality at WrestleZone.com. Go and check those guys out. Vince Russo will be there for 7 straight days worth of content on their show. 250th episode. Congratulations to those guys. They certainly fucking deserve it. And I hope to meet Justin LeBar again, sit down, have a few beers with him, chit-chat for the Survivor Series. He's throwing a big bash in New York City. I will definitely be attending. If I hear anything, I will let you guys know. You guys can come out, eat, drink, and hang out. It will be fucking fantastic. If you want to meet me, if you want to meet Justin, it's going to be a fucking good old time, man. I'll let you guys know as soon as the date comes around, all right? Number 2, Off The Script. If you missed part 1 and 2, go and check that out. Part 1, Randy Orton missing Survivor Series. What's going on with that? Part 2, Brock Lesnar potentially losing the WWE Championship before WrestleMania. WWE might have changed their plans regarding Brock Lesnar as the WWE Champion. Huge story. You guys don't want to miss that one. So if you missed it, parts 1 and 2 in the description. And as always, Joe Cronin Show. If you guys want additional wrestling content on YouTube.com, he is your man. Monday Night Raw reviews every week. WWE news every week. Go and check him out. Joe Cronin Show. Links to his Twitter and his YouTube page are down below in the description of this video. Okay? Now, let's move on to the news, guys. Let's talk about Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder apparently has a torn rotator cuff. Took to Twitter this Saturday, actually, and the news broke of Zack Ryder missing the European tour. The first full week of November marked the beginning of WWE's final tour of Europe in 2014. Live events began on Tuesday, November 4th, and have continued into the weekend. Next week, both Monday Night Raw and SmackDown will be taped from Liverpool, England. If you guys are going to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, let me know in the comments down below. WWE has already confirmed a potential main event for Raw, as Ryback and John Cena will compete in a singles match in the main event on Monday Night Raw. On the other hand, Chris Jericho could potentially return on SmackDown as he is still advertised for the show on WWE.com. There has also been one noticeable absence for WWE's current tour of Europe. Zack Ryder, who typically competes on European tours and WWE live events, was not part of the November tour. While there is nothing definitive as to why Ryder missed the tour, the internet sensation, this is what they're calling him in the news report, the internet sensation would take to Twitter to comment on the situation during the morning, I should say, of Saturday, November 8th. Sorry from our European Zack Pack, he says. Won't be making the tour this year. I'll let you know why in a few days when I have definite news. With Ryder teasing definite news, there's already been a lot of speculation among the WWE universe that Ryder's run in the WWE may be over. However, that is all purely speculation and rumor at this point. Back in September of this year, WWE reportedly punished Ryder on Monday Night Raw by having him get squashed by Rusev. Coincidentally, on the November 3rd showing of Monday Night Raw, Ryder lost to Rusev in under 2 minutes. And a late update, about 2 hours after his initial tweet, Ryder would then provide an update on his WWE status. He revealed that he has a torn rotator cuff, which causes him to miss the November WWE European Tour. He then tweeted, "The internet people love to twist words to make a story. Here's the deal. I tore my rotator cuff. Need surgery. Relax." All right. Now, everyone thinks Zack Ryder is on his way out regardless. He may be one of those guys that gets cut from the roster due to WWE's ongoing budget cuts. But WWE had something really going with Zack Ryder back in the day when he won the United States title. I remember this clear as day, man. Remember this Monday Night Raw where you had Zack Ryder beat Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title. Daniel Bryan was the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the time, and CM Punk was the WWE Champion at the time. All three of them in the ring came out, and it was unbelievable, man. All three guys were huge favorites of the IWC, the Internet Wrestling community, and it was just a great thing to see in the ring, man. All three guys who WWE usually, frowns upon, being the size of a Ryder or the size of a Bryan and the size of a CM Punk. It's not typically what the WWE is looking for in a WWE champion or a world champion in their company, right? They're all small guys. They're not huge muscles, steroid heads. And it was great to see that in the ring during that episode of Monday Night Raw, way back when. I don't remember when, but it was, a couple of years ago. Then Zack Ryder fell off the fucking map. They put him in a feud with Kane. They put him in a feud with Eve. And he got, he got embarrassed and this and that. And then all of a sudden he just fell off the fucking face of the earth. Ryder has potential. I like Zack Ryder. He's really good in the ring. I remember when Ryder was on ECW and he was going against Christian for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, man. Those matches were fucking great. Those matches were great on Sci-Fi, man. I remember those matches. And Christian was actually talking about that on Chris Jericho's podcast not too long ago. That was some of his favorite matches coming back to the WWE. Ryder has potential. I really wish WWE would utilize him, kind of tweak his character a little bit instead of being the fucking Long Island, pretty boy. And kind of being this wigger type of a character. And I don't mean to use that word, but that's what he looks like to me. He looks like a fucking wigger, right? And me and my friends usually make fun of those types of people, man. White guys trying to be something that they're not. That's Zack Ryder, man. That's Zack Ryder. But he's got potential. He's got potential to be something really good in the mid-card. And I really wish WWE would utilize him a lot more instead of putting him in matches with Rusev every fucking week and getting squashed. It's not really what I want to see. And, WWE really, if they got the fucking guys in the back that want to work, Ryder wants to work. These guys got potential, man. They're good for something. Utilize these guys for their talent. Put them in the mid-card, man. Build the fucking mid-card up. You got guys that want to work. Put them on TV. Get them over. Get them some exposure. Zack Ryder is your man. All right? I'm sorry to hear that he's got a torn rotator cuff. Hopefully he comes back. Hopefully nothing happens where it's, career ending or, he might potentially lose his job. But that's the news on Zack Ryder. He's got a torn rotator cuff, and he's going to miss the WWE European Tour for the remainder of this tour, which ends in a couple of days, right? Moving on. We got news on Rusev. The latest edition of the Wrestling Observer radio show, right, has provided details on why Rusev won the United States Championship from Sheamus after Monday Night Raw on November 3rd. As previously reported by yours truly, Mr. JD, I've been saying that Rusev should win the U.S. Championship, and he did from Sheamus. All right, I think it would be a great idea. WWE obviously was listening to my fucking show. They took my advice. They stole my idea. And now Rusev is the United States champion. He's going to get more heel heat because he's the fucking Bulgarian brute, Mr. Russia, Mr. Anti-America. And now he's holding the championship of the United States. Okay? Now, as previously reported, Rusev won the United States title from Sheamus via submission on Monday Night Raw. And that was broadcasted live through the WWE Network immediately following the last segment of WWE Monday Night Raw last week. According to the show, which you can find through a subscription to F4WOnline.com, Sheamus and Rusev pulled double duty and wrestled twice on November 3rd due to last-minute rewrites. I wonder why. Because Vince McMahon don't know what the fuck he's doing. The two men were originally scheduled to face each other for the U.S. strat on November 23rd at Survivor Series. However, now that both men may be used in the Team Authority vs. Team Cena main event, the match was moved to the dark match segment in Buffalo, New York, following Monday Night Raw. Initially, the arena promoted the dark main event would be John Cena vs. Seth Rollins, but Cena did not appear on November 3rd, and the match was changed to Rusev vs. Sheamus, and the decision was made to promote the bout as an exclusive WWE Network feature. As a promotional tool for the network, WWE will now claim that if you had the WWE Network, you would have been able to witness Rusev's first ever championship win in the WWE. That's according to what the report says. Hey, listen, if you don't have the WWE Network, man, you're missing out. What the fuck you waiting for? It's only $9.99. The two still appeared in two separate matches on Raw. Sheamus faced Tyson Kidd and lost via countout. Rusev dominated Zack Ryder via submission. The reason both men continued to have their own matches during the show prior to the dark main event was because the writers did not want to change the script for November 3rd. They had already changed the dark main event, but did not want to change the actual show. Sheamus is expected to join Team Cena for Survivor Series, and Rusev is expected to join Team Authority. The former champion may not enact his rematch clause for the United States Championship until TLC in December to close out the WWE's pay-per-view calendar. Okay? Now, Sheamus and Rusev being on Team Cena and Team Authority, fine. I'm okay with it. All right? I didn't like the fact that they actually gave away the championship win and the championship match on Monday Night Raw on the WWE Network following the show. I think that's poor. That's poor, judgment on WWE's part. They could have did a little bit more to build it up, have some kind of feud going on. They pretty much handed Rusev the United States Championship with nothing behind it. They were like, you know what, fuck this, enough of Sheamus with the championship. Rusev is our big up-and-coming anti-American guy. Let's give him the United States Championship. We watched JD's show Off The Script. He's been preaching about it for the last 4 months. Let's give it to him. Let's steal his idea. That's what I think happened. But regardless, I like the decision. It's going to get Rusev over a little bit more. It's going to give Rusev a nice push to the next tier up the WWE ladder. And who knows, this may lead to a match with John Cena. I hope not. I really hope not. But I think that's where they're going with this. Sheamus, Rusev, I didn't watch the match on the WWE Network because I knew what the outcome was going to be. But I like the fact that they're going to be on Team Authority and Team Cena. Kind of, keep them away from each other right now. And then when the match comes for TLC, put them in the ring together, let them get the rematch. I'm sure it's going to be a great match to close out the WWE pay-per-view schedule at TLC. That's what they should be doing with Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt. They should be on Team Cena and Team Authority and being away from each other, and then finally get their hands on each other at TLC. And this is exactly what Vince Russo said on Share Shot Reality. If you guys missed that, you really should go back and watch it. He talks about Dean Ambrose and his love for the Bray Wyatt character and how he would book this entire feud with Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. But Rusev is the United States Champion. Rumored that they're going to be on Team Authority and Team Cena respectively, and then they're going to get another rematch, or Sheamus is going to get another rematch at TLC in December. And finally, guys, to close out this edition of Monday Night Raw, big news on Vince McMahon. Came back to TV. Vince doesn't want to appear on TV any more than he is already needed, okay? As previously reported, the once nixed storyline pitting McMahon against his daughter Stephanie and son-in-law Triple H over control of the company may be back on the table. I reported this way back when this was supposed to happen at WrestleMania 30, but did not take shape, okay? It was never planned. They scrapped it, and now it seems like they're bringing that back to WWE TV with Vince, again, appearing on Monday Night Raw. While this angle may be played out in a final bout for the power at WrestleMania 31, F4W Online claims that McMahon doesn't want to be on television during the build more than necessary. McMahon returned to WWE programming on November 3rd, Monday Night Raw. In the opening segment of the program, McMahon announced a major stipulation that has been added to the main event of Survivor Series, which will see Team Authority versus Team Cena. If Team Authority loses, they will no longer be in control of the company. Many are questioning whether or not the Authority will lose the match on November 23rd due to the rumor that Stephanie McMahon may be once again pregnant. Some believe that the stipulation will do two things: allow the storyline over control of the company to proceed between Vince and the Authority, and remove Stephanie from WWE programming. Either way, the CEO of the company does not want to be on television more than he has to be to set up the match that could possibly see Triple H face a representative for Vince McMahon. While Triple H and The Rock have teased another main event match at WrestleMania, the man that may represent McMahon could be Batista. Batista hasn't been on WWE TV since June 2nd, where he quit and turned his back on Triple H and Evolution. Even though film reps for Batista have said that they don't want him returning to the ring, he has revealed in interviews that he would like to return to compete in a retirement match against Triple H at WrestleMania. This storyline may set up this scenario perfectly. Let me know what you guys think about that. You want Vince to represent Batista. You want Vince to represent The Rock. You want Vince to represent Stone Cold even in a match against Triple H at WrestleMania. I think Batista makes the most sense. I think Batista makes the most sense because he left TV, he left Evolution, and he just left to do what he wanted to do. He said he quit. He comes back, and Vince hires him. He's going to be representing Vince McMahon in a match against Triple H at WrestleMania. That may be worth it, man. That may be quite interesting if it does happen. I don't want to see The Rock versus Triple H again, even though I wouldn't mind it if he's going to be representing Vince McMahon. I don't want Steve Austin representing Vince McMahon. Steve Austin's got one match, and I want that one match to be in Dallas, Texas at WrestleMania 32 against a hopeful CM Punk. I just think it's going to happen. I think something is brewing. I have a strange feeling that Vince is going to get Punk back to fight Austin at WrestleMania, and it's going to be the biggest match ever. That's just my honest opinion on that. But Batista versus Triple H at WrestleMania, this may set up that scenario perfectly, and it may be the last match, possibly, for both men. Okay? Let me know what you guys think about that. And that is all the news I got for Off the Script this weekend. I am off on Monday and Tuesday. I will be watching Raw on Monday. I will give a review on Tuesday. I got nothing to do this Tuesday, so I will give you guys a definite review of Monday Night Raw. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think down below. Leave a like on your way out the door. It greatly helps out my channel. If you missed Off the Script Parts 1 and 2, links are down below. Chair Shot Reality with Vince Russo in the 250th episode all week long, man. Go and check those guys out. Show those guys some love. Joe Cronin Show, links are down below. And as always, me. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. And if you're new, subscribe. What the fuck are you waiting for, man? Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you following Monday Night Raw on Tuesday morning. Take care, guys.